Imagine you're walking through a city. Hundreds of people pass you every minute. Nobody is looking up. Then, one person suddenly stops and stares into the sky. You barely notice. A second person stops, then a third. Within minutes, 20 strangers are all standing still, looking at absolutely nothing. And before you even realize what's happening, you look up too. Not because you saw something, because everyone else did. Why? Because your brain has a shortcut that's been keeping humans alive for thousands of years. Long before cities, before phones, before governments. Being separated from the group could mean death. If everyone started running, you didn't stop to ask why. You ran. If everyone avoided a certain place, you avoided it too. Most of the time, the crowd knew something you didn't. Following everyone else was often the safest decision. The world changed. Your brain never completely did. Today, that same instinct shapes almost everything. The videos you watch, the clothes you buy, the opinions you trust, even the people you choose to become friends with. And one simple psychology experiment showed just how powerful that instinct really is. In the 1950s, psychologist Solomon Asch invited college students into what seemed like an ordinary vision test. Each participant sat with several other people. They were shown a card with one line and another card with 3 different lines. The task was almost laughably easy. Which line matches the first one? The answer was obvious. At least it should have been. One by one, everyone in the room confidently chose the wrong line. The real participant spoke last. He looked at the card, looked at the group. Then, against his own eyes, he agreed with everyone else. The twist? Everyone else in the room was secretly working with the experimenter. There was only one real participant. Ash wanted to know one thing. Would ordinary people deny something they could clearly see just to fit in? The answer surprised even him. Around 75% of participants conformed at least once, even though the correct answer was obvious. On average, participants matched the group's incorrect answer on about 37% of the critical trials. Why would someone ignore their own eyes? Psychologists found 2 powerful forces. The first is normative influence. You don't want to look foolish. You don't want to be the only person disagreeing. So you stay with the crowd. The second is informational influence. Your brain quietly wonders, what if everyone else knows something I don't? When enough people agree, certainty becomes contagious. Not because the crowd is always right, because confidence itself becomes evidence. That same psychology didn't disappear with the experiment. It moved online. A video with millions of views suddenly feels more trustworthy. A restaurant with thousands of 5-star reviews feels safer. A comment with 10,000 likes seems more believable. When enough people choose something, your brain starts treating popularity as proof. Sometimes that's useful. Crowds often point us toward good restaurants, useful products, or real dangers, but popularity isn't the same thing as truth. History is full of moments when entire crowds believed ideas that later turned out to be wrong. The crowd can be wise. The crowd can also be mistaken. The difficult part is knowing the difference. Independent thinking doesn't mean disagreeing with everyone. It means asking one extra question before you follow. Would I still believe this if nobody else did? That's a surprisingly difficult question, because your brain isn't built to stand alone. It's built to belong. The crowd isn't your enemy. It's one of humanity's greatest strengths. Civilizations couldn't exist without cooperation. The problem begins when belonging quietly replaces thinking. Sometimes, the bravest decision isn't joining the crowd. It's trusting your own eyes. If this changed the way you think about the people around you, or the person in the mirror, subscribe to Ember Oak. Every week, one more hidden mechanism quietly shaping the way you think. Growing roots before branches.